Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa on this Earth Day. My next guest, you probably are familiar with the name OceanWise. Perhaps you're not familiar with the great work that they do and how they inspire many individuals around the world to make a difference. I'm joined by its president and CEO, Lasse Gustavsson. Lasse, welcome to the show. Wonderful to have you here. And yeah, this is a great opportunity. I think we all know that, are familiar with that name, OceanWise. But just describe to us a little bit about the mission and the vision of OceanWise as an organization.
OceanWise is an international ocean conservation group. We work on finding solutions to some of the most pressing issues for the ocean. So pollution, overfishing, and of course climate change. And we do that in two different ways. We have a big group of researchers trying to find practical solutions that are scalable. And we do that for all the different challenges we have. But we do another thing that's equally important. We are mobilizing, inspiring, and supporting everyday Canadians or everyday Americans or Chileans to take practical action. Because one of the things McKenna said here in the earlier segment is action.
Right.
And action is really the only thing that matters. I've been doing this for a long time, and the United Nations has been talking about environmental solutions for 50 years. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that's missing is practical action. That's the only thing that actually changes things to the better. And that's for you as an individual, that's for governments, that's for the private sector. We don't change by talking. We change by practical interventions. So that's what OceanWise is trying to do. Well, create solutions, mobilize action.
Well, let's talk about some of those actions and some of the impact that you've had. You know, I was on your website and I saw those numbers, and those numbers are pretty incredible numbers with the type of impact. And that impact has been, as you said, a lot of individuals. And, you know, you've obviously inspired governments at all different levels throughout the world. But talk about some of that impact and how you've made a difference.
So in this beautiful country, we have the longest coastline in the world. And it's full of pollution.
Yeah.
So last year we organized about 2,000 beach cleanups, shoreline cleanups across the country, from coast to coast to coast. We had 20,000 Canadians spending a Saturday morning or a Tuesday afternoon cleaning a beach. 2,000 cleanups, and they picked up 30,000 kilos, 30 tons of trash from the beaches. So what did they achieve? One, of course, their beach, their favorite shoreline, is now cleaner. That's really important. But more important is we actually collect the data. We analyze what is the trash on our beaches, where does it come from, who's responsible, and then we provide solutions. So when you participate in the cleanup, one, you clean your beach. Two, you help scientists provide solutions to our decision makers, whether that's the provincial government, the municipality, or private landowner. If you're lucky, you make a friend. That friend, you will be inspired. Maybe you can do more. Maybe you don't only want to clean beaches. Maybe you want to think about doing a plastics audit of your home. What kind of plastic do we use? Is that really necessary? Do we have other smart solutions? You want to do that plastic audit with your colleagues at work. Or you find out, I learned about overfishing. I'm going to only buy OceanWise seafood labeled fish and seafood going forward, so I know I make the best possible choice on the market. Or you learn about climate change. You want to find the smartest way to get to work or school. Is there a low carbon solution for you? Can you shift to public transport? Can you take the bike? I'm walking into my office every morning, half an hour. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Maybe you need your car because you have 3 kids and needs to be dropped off. Is there a smarter car than the one you have? So the beach cleanups is, yes, we clean beaches. We do connect people. We provide technical solutions for decision makers. And we build a community of Canadians who care about their place, care about their environment, and care about the ocean.
Lasse, how would you describe the state of our oceans at this time? When we talk climate change, we often talk about, land and landfills and that kind of. How would you describe the state of the ocean?
So here's the good story. I've been an environmentalist full-time for 40 years, and I've never been more optimistic than I am today. Why? Actually, not because of the state of the ocean or the state of the environment, because all the global trends on pollution, climate change, overuse of resources is still going in the wrong directions. But there are so many people who really care today, and they didn't before. We will soon have politicians who get elected because they have climate solutions and ocean solutions, pollution solutions. We will have corporates making tons of money because they provide services and goods that help us fix environmental challenges. You talked to me 20 years ago, I was an odd bird. We were environmentalists 20 years ago. We were weird activist protesters. Now you have lawyers, investors, engineers who made it their career. So I'm optimistic because there's so many people who actually cares and are willing to make change. And individual action is important. I heard McKenna. She's right. Governments are accountable, responsible. Corporations are responsible. But what are they depending on? If we have a minister or
I hate to cut you off, Lasse. I appreciate your passion. I share it with you. We got to take a break. We'll be right back after this.